welcome replay viewers. Thank you for watching. You can still tap to give hearts the first 24 hours and you can share this out. If you're watching on Catch, thanks for coming and finding me and still tuning in. Hello guys, how are we? How's everybody going? No going, how's everybody doing? Hello, hey Janet. Hey, how are you guys? Thank you. Yeah. Listen to it. It's called Jukebox Hero playlist off of Apple Music. So it's pretty cool. Hello. Alright, if you're new with me, please make sure you pop up your name. I'd like to get, you know, and even if you're not new, everybody pop up your name, kind of like check in for our Makeover Our Mornings accountability group. That would be great. Pop your name up there so I can get my list going. That'd be great. Even if you're not new and you know I know your name, put it up there. Let's put it up there. Everybody can say hi to each other. Oh, I thought I saw you, Monica and Becky, come in. Yay. Yeah, you know, it's hard to schedule, you guys. All right, I'm going to flip this around. It's really hard to schedule sometimes. Hello. I'm going to try to do this without too much backlight. It's hard to schedule around everybody. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining in. And so when we set a schedule, we just kind of got to go with it. And it stinks when we overlap some people. And it's hard. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Yeah, I know. You guys do have a really cool spelling. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to do what we can do, and I picked this time because typically the girls are still napping, and so I know I can have some like quiet time to talk to you guys. So, all right, well, let's get started. So, who watched their first video yesterday and was prepared this morning? I even set a time to get up this morning. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up at a certain time. I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. Thanks for inviting followers. Appreciate it. Good. Good. And you should have, you watched it, good. And you should have told somebody that you were doing, that's okay. If you read through your workbook, you got the same scenario. The videos are only like 5 minutes. They're really easy. And you should have told somebody else that you're doing it. So it's okay. You can still do it. You can still do it. Hello. We're technically really just still on day 1. Today is when you're going to watch video number 2. You told me. Okay. Well, did you possibly tell your husband what you're doing? It would really be great if you guys, good. Make sure your husbands know what you're doing so they can be there to support you and encourage you. And sometimes we need accountability to them too. Their course, Makeover Your Mornings, comes with 5-minute little video clips, and they're on the website. And you go to makeoveryourmornings.com. Yeah, makeoveryourmorning.com. And so if you have signed up and got the workbook, then you have access to those videos too. And I can show you. I can pull it up on my screen if you would like. I have to kind of rearrange a few things and grab it. So that's kind of where we are at right now. Yay! I can pull it up. I kind of closed out. Yeah, it's makeoveryourmornings.com. So we're going to, I have to like reach around because you guys are in my way. I'm kidding. All right, let me show you what we got. Okay. So I guess let me back out of here like I'm not logged in. Okay, hang on 1 second. Okay. All right, so if you go to makeoveryourmornings.com, this is what comes up. All right. And you're going to go over here and there's a login button right next to the buy now. So you log in. I have it saved mine. So you just log in and it'll bring up a login screen. You hit login, and here is, if you ever need the workbook again, it's there. And then it's also there, the workbook. And then course content. You hit that, and then there's your days. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So at this point in time, you should have watched day 1, and today at some point in time you're watching day 2. I shoot to try to watch it before I get on with you guys, so I know what it's going to be. Yay! So what it's going to be, so I can be prepared, because there are assignments that will help you that you can start implementing right away. Okay? And then we have the workbook, and I have mine printed off, but I also brought it up onto the screen for you guys. They do have clickable links, and it takes you to different worksheets, so we'll go through that in a little. Okay, so that's where you find the little video contents. They're literally 5 minutes long. They are very easy to watch. Quick. You can pop them on your phone if you want to. Just save it onto your phone or through your web browser on your phone, and it's really, really easy. All right? So we have started. So in today's assignment, and what we're going to start implementing now is pretty cool, and it's really neat. The reason why I think it's pretty cool is because it's things that I already do, so I can tell you firsthand that it works. Real life, and give you some real life examples of how to make it work for you, because I've been doing this part for forever. So I was really excited when I watched the video. I was like, oh, I do that. Oh, I do that. And it works. So what she is saying, and it really does work. It's just a principle that works. So in today's assignment, you are going to establish a bedtime. And she does suggest that if you're married, to ask your husband to help you stay accountable to it, encourage you. So you're going to have a set morning time. Yay! Well, thanks, Erin, for catching me live. We're doing Make Over Your Mornings together. This is our accountability group. A little outside of our planning 101. We're still having 101. We're just kind of adding into it for those who want to do it. Stacy says sorry. Tell her it's okay. I'll just have to watch her later. So we are going to establish a bedtime. Now, bottom line is, bedtime is different for everybody. We all need a different amount of sleep. And the point of setting a bedtime is just to kind of have a more focused, driven time of evening where you're going to settle down and you are going to head to bed. And when we have younger kids, sometimes that's hard to do, and so we need to make that a priority, as far as, because our sleep is going to be interrupted, and we may not be able to go to bed on time, we may not be able to wake up on time, because we're going to sleep in because they are. So we need to still be flexible with it, but the point is that you have a routine, and routines will help you get into a really great habit and pattern. And then once you're in those habits and patterns, it won't be so overwhelming for you, and you'll be able to. I am a night owl too, and I'll tell you what I do. So it just, the point is that it gives you some sort of routine that you can fall back on, that you can rely on, that's always there, and it's one less thing that eventually you won't think about. You just do it. It's just a part of you. It doesn't matter if you're late that night and it's 10 o'clock and you're like, you still haven't cleaned up your kitchen. You will clean it up because it's your habit, okay? So that's what we're trying to establish here, is we just want to establish some of our habits and patterns and routines. These glasses are horribly glary. Yeah, your children's bedtimes are going to be completely different. Yeah, see, and it really will work. I'm a night owl, and he has an odd schedule. Yeah, you know, that can be a challenge. Sometimes we have to work around that and trying to decide on how important it is that we go to bed together or get up together. You know, you kind of need to decide what's right for you. These are just ideas and guidelines of a foundation. You're going to make this your own, okay? If something of it doesn't work for you because of your situation, change it. But the idea is to actually make a structure for yourself, okay? So, yay, checking in. We're also going to think about the task in the mornings when we get up. What stresses you out in the morning? Mine are, I cannot stand my dining room table or my countertops to be cluttered. When I walk out to my bedroom, I kind of walk into a sitting room and right into my dining room, right into my kitchen. I can see it all from my doorway. And so I don't want to see that. I don't want to feel like I'm bombarded right away in the morning of everything that I have got to do. So I really work hard on trying to do that. It's been hard lately because I'm working downstairs. So I still try to make sure the other areas are done. We also pick up and declutter our downstairs area so that it's a blessing. You can sit in the living room first thing in the morning and not feel like you have toys all over your lap. So the kids do one roundup before they go to bed, and then Jason and I usually go around and get the things they missed, and you know, because the little details they don't always catch. So we do that, and then I wrote down, I need to grab my bookmark. And then my next thing that kind of stresses me out is not having a breakfast plan. And I am famous for just doing breakfast on the fly, and I'm really going to be more diligent about picking something out the night before that we're going to have. I don't actually do a breakfast menu because my kids, my kids are kind of like varying what they want, and they get up at different times, and we have different school times, and so I just want to kind of have a general idea of what I'm going to fix in the morning. Even if it's cereal is fine. If it's going to be oatmeal, or we're going to do eggs or waffles or toast, so that one, I know that it's set. I don't have to make that decision in the morning. It's just done. So those are my 3 things. Now, like I said, I do a lot of those already. No, my oldest 2 go to school. My 5-year-old goes to preschool for half day, and then I homeschool my other preschooler. So I actually homeschool both of my preschoolers. She actually goes away for half a day, and then I finish off. Yay! Overnight crock pot meals are great to use. Sorry guys, my arm is a little sore when my shirt is touching it, so pick up my sleeve. Okay, so once you have done that and you've listed what triggers that stress, then we're going to figure out, like I just said, how you're going to fix them. What are you going to do to de-stress it? I got a tattoo yesterday for my birthday. My husband surprised me. That was one of my surprises, one of my many surprises for the day. Oh, my music is still playing. I didn't realize that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. What? So exciting. So then just take a few minutes today to write down those things. Establish, it is, let's see, birds flying. It's the dates of all my kids' birthdays in rainbow color. Oh, that's okay, Wendy. How are you? Okay, so once we have done that and we know what our stresses are, we've set our bedtime, we know what our stresses are, we have a few easy, we have a few easy ways to solve those. Don't pick out too many, okay? If your list of stresses is 12 long, cut it off. Pick 3. That's all I want you guys to concentrate on is 3. Because once you've taken care of those 3, then you can change those 3 later on. So right now, pick the top 3 things that bother you in the morning that you want to make your mornings a little bit calmer. Just 3, you guys. Don't overwhelm yourself. And then I want you to set those aside and figure out how you're going to approach them. And then we're going to talk about our night. Okay, so nighttime is a really great time to just really wind down, relax our minds and bodies, and we all choose to do that in different ways. As simple as, you know, we pick up around the house, everything's done, we can sit down, whether we're going to watch TV or drink a cup of coffee, spend time reading. You spend a long time on your evening plan? Well, good. Everybody's going to have a different area that is going to be more of a struggle or success. So pick those parts that really you want to focus on. But don't be a Hitler about it, okay, guys? I don't want you to be no, we can't do this. Hey, Lauren, because we can't, because it's not time to do it. Like, this is not what this is designed for. It's designed to give you a structure and an outline, and then you need to be able to be flexible in this. Sometimes your kids aren't going to go to bed well, so you're not going to be able to pick up the house at 8 o'clock at night because they didn't go to bed at 7:30. So you're going to be picking up at 8:30. Like, it's just designed to give you a flow of your evening. Don't be a stickler to, it has to happen at 8:30, it has to happen at 9 o'clock. It's not going to work, you guys. It really won't. Just give yourself that flow. That outline is what we're designing. And make sure some of your evening time you take some moments for you. Just a few. If it's reading, if it's browsing on your phone and doing social media, whatever it is, it's you sitting down doing something for you after you have done, as your reward for the things that you've done to de-stress your mornings. Okay, so that is going to be your reward. So, do we have any questions so far before I keep on going? Because I've been talking quite a bit. Well, thank you, Irma. I appreciate it. All right, so you're going to take those tasks and then you're going to put them in order. You struggle with doing both, what, your evenings and your mornings? That's fine. That's why we're working on it. Cleaning and downtime. Yeah, don't shoot for perfection. We're not shooting for a clean house. You're shooting for a picked up house. Okay, there is a big difference. You just picked up, just picked up. And what will help you is if you start determining a place for everything. Okay, yeah, cleaning, it is easy. So you want to make it simple. It doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. This is not about perfection. This is just about making it so it's a blessing when you wake up. If it's still, you take all those papers on your counter and you just stack them up and it's in one corner, that's still picked up. Did you completely finish and clean it all? No, but it's still going to be more of a blessing than if it's all scattered all over. Just one more thing. Well, I know. That's why I want you to cut yourself off. You're going to say, I'm giving myself this much time and then I'm done. Whatever gets done gets done. I'm going to be blessed with it. And then the next day, you're going to be able to accomplish more because you already did last night's stuff. We do not live in a museum, you guys. So as you do this, you're going to be building upon each evening, and you'll find that it will get to a point where there's just the norm that needs to be picked up. And you guys know what I'm talking about, the norm, the mail that came in and the you know, maybe the toys that are out, a few things left over from dinner that still need to be put away. Yeah, timers are a good idea. Just don't give yourself a hard time about it. So you'll get to a place where it's just the normal things are going to be around. Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Maintenance without stress. Like, that is our goal. But that takes time to get to. So you guys cannot have that expectation level right now. It takes time to build up to that. And what will help you is during the day, you can think about things of saying, okay, this is always out of place. It doesn't have a home. Where does this need to be? Everything needs to have a home. If it has a home, it's really easy to pick up because you know where everything goes. Just because it's not in its place doesn't mean that you can't quickly go put it on the desk or put it in that file cabinet or put it, you know, in the cabinet. Yeah, so work on finding a home. If it doesn't have a home, if something in your house does not have a home or a place that it needs to go, then you need to think about, do you need it? And if you do, then you need to find it a home. Yeah, you did. I remember that. And then once you do this, you're going to document it down. And I want to see what you guys have documented down. I don't care if it's just writing a little note to yourself, document it down. And the cool thing about this is if you document what you're starting off with, you can go back and edit it and go, okay, that's not working. Let me revise this section. Oh, this is really working. You want to circle and start and say, I'm doing a great job at this. So it's going to help you measure these goals that we're working on. Yeah, if you don't need it, get rid of it. Or if you need to save it for something, then have a spot that you save it. So, okay? So that's kind of the stuff that we're thinking about today, and we're going to implement it starting tonight. My mom is a naturally organized person, but I'm also the oldest. And so a lot of times that comes with the oldest's personality. We're very fortunate in that you do get that a lot of the times. But my mom is a very organized lady. She had 5 children. She was the wife to a minister. She is a minister herself, and she always helped my father run his businesses on the side too. So it was just something that she adapted, and we learned growing up, and it was a lot of fun. She always made it fun for us. So if you teach kids organization in a fun way, they will then grow up and enjoy it. My oldest daughter, who is 15, she loves to organize. Like, you give her a project and she's all over it. But tell her to clean her room and she's like, seriously, do I have to? Like, so it just is a passion. But I find that your passion for it can grow when you become successful at it. And it's doing that in little parts. I really, really think Pinterest did us a disservice on that, because I've actually had people hire me and say, come organize. Pinterest kind of did us a disservice, because they show you this, no, my mom was not the oldest. They gave us these big, huge projects of these people doing all this stuff. Hey, sweetie, come here. Where's your Kayla? She's still sleeping. She's still sleeping. Come here. Do you want to scope with me, or do you want to go see Daddy? You want to scope with me? So what I was saying is, it did us a disservice. They show you these big, huge projects. They're saying hi to you. They show you these big, huge projects, but what they neglect to sometimes tell you, that these projects took them months, and they staged it, and then more months, and then they staged it. So start little. Your little projects are where you're going to see the biggest difference in your home. If it's just a cabinet, or it's a shelf, if it's underneath your sink, if it's your incoming mail area, you pick these little. You can go see Daddy? Okay, he's out in the garage. No. You can't open the door? Okay. I don't know. All right, hang on. I'm sorry, guys. She wants to go see Daddy. You can kind of see my messy living room. Come on. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you'd have to start little. Little, and all those little things will build up, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I have a lot organized. But don't jump in and say, I'm going to reorganize my entire kitchen today. Ladies, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, and not in an effective way. You may have gone through everything. Yeah, pick a cabinet a day, or you want to set up a routine for your mail coming in. Our mail comes in, and we have I can show you guys. We have like a bin for where the bills go. We have a bin of things that need to be filed, sorted, and one other, and I can't remember it right this second. And so when it comes in, we handle it then. Or if it's stacked up on the counter because we got busy, then, we grab it and we go, okay, let's go handle this in the evening. So that's kind of just a few suggestions. Just start off small. Small is the key. You want to give you guys little success here and build on each of those instead of one huge failure. Because all those little ones are going to really help you. Well, that's cool. That's awesome. All right, so are we set? Are you guys ready? All right, so what are we doing tonight? You need to decide on a night. There you go. Yeah, you guys, laundry never goes away. It's just not going to happen. Cleaning's always going to be there. You're going to have to clean every week. It's part of life, right? It's about putting our big girl panties on and realizing that's just part of life. It's never going to go away unless you're rich enough you can have a live-in maid and chef and somebody who does laundry. But I don't know about y'all, but you don't think if I had that much money, I still wouldn't do it. I'm like, no, yeah, I'm good. I don't want y'all touching all my stuff. Okay, so establish a bedtime, because you have, your morning time that you're going to get up already set. You're going to think about the things in the mornings that Santa didn't deliver. I'm sorry. Yeah, he didn't deliver. Oh, he didn't give you the lottery. Yeah, we didn't win it either. Think about the things in the morning that stresses you out, and then list them down and figure out the ways that you can simplify it or make it better for yourself in the morning. And then you're going to talk about your night routine. And she gives you a little bit more details. I'm just kind of breezing by. Yeah, that's a good one. There you go. Good job. No, it's not. And here's why. Here's why it's not. Okay, so for you, those of you who are night owls, I'm a night owl. I do. I stay up late. I have never been one that needs a lot of sleep or can sleep a lot. I just can't do it. My body doesn't function that way. Maybe it's 15 years of having children. Even when I was in high school, I didn't. I stayed up late. I worked on projects. I always got up early in the morning. I'm not grumpy usually. I am such a night owl. But in that, I'm built my evenings to be a night owl, but I'm still going to get up at a certain time. So if I go to bed at midnight, then I'm getting up at 5:30. If I go to bed at 12:30, I'm getting up at 6. And I don't want to sleep any past 6. Well, there you go. There you go. You just have to set what works for you. So, and if I make a decision to stay up later one night, then I also need to make the decision to accept the consequences in the morning, that it's still time for me to get up. I can't break both, because then I just completely failed myself. So if you decide tonight that you're going to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning, that's a choice that you're making. You still need to get up in the morning. So you need to set your time. And that doesn't mean from day to day those times can't change. You guys have, we all have different schedules, and you have times where you're going to have a child who is up until 2 o'clock in the morning throwing up. Well, nobody expects you to get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. So change that mornings, but the point is that you set a time. Okay? It can change from time to time or day to day based on your schedule. The point is that you set that time. It doesn't have to be the same time every day. And I think that's where we're trying to, give ourselves a little bit too hard of a time. All right? So it's just the point that you just set a time. Yeah, I do too. I'm not getting interrupted as much. Yeah, building yourself flexibility. So if you say, hey, I'm late. Okay, well, see, some people do and some people don't. And you're not going to hit snooze. You're not going to hit snooze. And if you have a really bad habit of hitting snooze, what I want you to do is I want you to consciously cut that back. I'm not saying that you're not going to hit it at all in the beginning, but if you know you hit it 5 times, then at the 3rd time go, all right, that's it, I'm done. I can't hit it again. And just get up. And we kind of have to be like sticklers on ourselves. This is going to take a little determination and internal motivation. Yep, move the clock across the room so that you physically have to get up out of bed. That really helps. It really does. I did that when I was younger. Good. Yeah, that helps me too. I look forward to it. So I want to get up before my kids do so I can read with no interruptions. So I'm like, ooh, they're not awake. Okay, I better get out of bed. So I can read. I just want to read for just a few minutes, even if it's just reading half of a chapter before they woke up. I can continue to read when they wake up because they really are just quiet and solemn in the morning. They want to snuggle, and I can read. A lot of times they want me to read to them out loud. So, but I do like to have a few moments before it's mom, 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 30,000 times a day. Spray water in your face. I have heard of that happening. Yeah, a lack of sleep can really, really be a detriment to your health. Also, if you're trying to lose weight, it's really hard to do if you're not getting enough sleep. And when your body is stressed and not getting enough sleep, you will have additional side effects like not feeling well, catching colds, infections a lot faster, your body will ache, muscles will be sore. I mean, it really, really, really is like this whirlwind tornado of things that will happen to your body. Organs will stop, brain fog. Organs will stop producing what they need to produce as well. They'll stop functioning as well as they need to. So there's a lot of consequences for not getting sleep. So just keep that in mind when you're basing your determinations of what you're going to do. So I'm excited. Thanks for joining in, you guys. Right, when they finally get to take a vacation and they're sleeping. Yeah. So if you guys printed off your book and you go to the back, the very first page is a workout, and you can actually fill it in. So I encourage you to do this. I even like messed up. I was like writing all three here. And I was like, oh, duh. There's 3 different boxes, Erica. So, and I did. I set my time. My goal is to wake up at 5:30 and go to bed by midnight. So those are my goals. So just so you know, I am doing this with you guys. I promise we're doing it all together. So I really want you guys to take just a few moments today. Yeah, oh yeah, I put mine as a booklet, and I put it in my traveler's note, my Midori that I made, and then I even used one of my little so I can go straight to that page, so I know where I'm at. Well, good. I'm glad it's encouraging for you. And then I printed off our schedule, so I would make sure I kept myself on track. What are we doing? Don't forget to use your hashtags, because we'd really like to be able to track this. And so there's 2 hashtags that I put on there I wanted you guys to use. And it's hashtag makeover your mornings, and then hashtag, yes, I did. MOYM, all in capital letters, planning _101. So we can kind of keep it in with, yeah, it was pretty easy. I'm actually want to make another one because I'm ready for some other colors. Yes, go ahead. Post pictures, post your progress so we can all cheer each other on. If you're not, if you know some people that are in here that you're following on Instagram, but the cool thing is whether you're following them or not, if you use those hashtags and you click it and it searches all over, you can find other people that are using the same hashtags, and then it kind of shows us who the accountability group is. So it'll be a lot of fun. Scope making the Dory. I don't know if I'm confident enough in my sewing skills. No, I am, but yes, makeover your mornings with an S, and then MOYM planning _101. Let's see, I think it's too small. Let me see if I can, I don't know, I printed off my little schedule really tiny. I don't think you're going to be able to read those. No, it's not going to. I'll have them nice and big for you guys next time. I apologize. It's on my blog. If you went and checked out the blog and got the schedule for our accountability group, it's right at the top of, you'll see this part, and then right underneath it is over here, and it gives you all the instructions. So, yeah. Yeah, so you can just check that out. And then that way we can follow each other along, which is a lot of fun. That's kind of the whole point, is joining together as a group and doing it. And so social media really rocks in letting us do that, and so we need to take advantage and use it as a resource. Thank you. It is heaven, isn't it? I know, I'm drinking mine. It is heaven. Heaven, heaven, heaven. So if you've never tried it, you should try it. It is just some of the best way to flavor your coffee. All right, so any questions? If not, I'm going to wrap this up. I have you could take a picture from afar showing that you're working on it so nobody can read it. And the nice thing about Instagram is you can't zoom in on that photo through Instagram. So you could just take a picture showing that you're working on it, that you're being motivated. You could take a picture of maybe the list of things that you're going to pick up in the evening, or that you're going to do as your routine. That's not that bad. Or what do you want to de-stress in the mornings? Just maybe some of those things you could show. But yes, don't show anything that you don't want personal information. If one of your routines this night is that you're going to spend time in the bedroom with your husband and you don't want anybody to know that, then don't show that. You can't save a picture off of Instagram. The only way you can do that is take a screenshot. And then when you do that and you try to blow it up, it's still quite blurry. So you can't actually save pictures off of Instagram. It doesn't let you do that. But you know what I'm saying. Just take a step back so you can't really see it. Or cover that portion up. You can always do that. And if you have any pick apps, you can also blur. Different, if you're doing the photo editing, you can actually go in and blur. Yeah, they can do a screenshot, yeah. you can blur certain parts of your image out. So that's an option. There's quite a few pick apps that allow you to do that. So this is our check-in for day 1. So tomorrow we're going to be on to actually reading and watching the video for day 3. We're implementing day 2 tonight and tomorrow morning, and we are reading day 3 to get ready for the next day. So I just kind of want to make sure everybody understands that flow, because we want to read what we're supposed to be doing and then implement it the next day or that evening. Like today's, we have stuff we need to do for tonight so that it can be implemented. So, all right, you guys ready to go? Are you excited? I'm excited. I think it's going to be really, really great. Anybody have any questions on anything I can help you with? If not, I'm going to sign off, and I have so much work to do. So, okay, good. I'm sorry if you were confused. Yeah, I want us to like read and watch what we're supposed to be doing for the next day in case there are things that we need to do that night. It kind of helps it flow. Happy New Year. You guys have a great time. Hi, sweetie. You want to get up here? No? Okay. We are going to my husband's boss's party, so still shooting for a good a decent bedtime. Once the ball drops, honestly, there's really nothing productive to do. No, it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. My schedules and your plan are good. Day 1. Shh, just 1 second. Day 1 was actually today, when we determined a time that we were going to wake up, and we have read and reviewed things for day 2, and we're going to implement some of those things this evening and tomorrow morning, because it's one of those assignments that crosses over a 24-hour span of time, night and morning. Yeah, so simple. We're not biting off too much, and we're going to build upon each day. So make sure you still have your morning time, your nighttime you're going to bed, what you're going to do in the nighttime to help your mornings be a little bit smoother. I don't know if she's home yet, sweetie. And then start creating yourself a little bit of a nighttime routine. Nothing too hard. Don't go overboard, and keep it simple. Okay? And then we'll get together tomorrow around 2 o'clock, same time. We'll check in, see how everybody's doing, see how everybody did with their New Year's Eve. What?
Could play racing go-kart with me?
Yes, when I get off, I will have him play. All right, so I'm going to head out. You guys have a great afternoon. No touching. You guys have a good afternoon and Happy New Year. Yeah, she's a hoot. So good afternoon and God bless. And you guys have a great New Year's and be safe, please. Everybody be safe. Stop it.